Let's start with team news then from our featured games. We'll start up at Bradford. Bradford against Wycombe. Sam Avery.
Yeah, thank you, Luke. And Wycombe Wanderers make 4 changes from the side that drew 0-0 against Cambridge on Tuesday night in the league. In come David Wheeler, Harry Boyes, Joe Lowe back from suspension, and Kieran Sadlier. Sam Vokes is out through injury. He hobbled off in that Cambridge draw. Plus Gareth McCleary, Richard Keogh and Brandon Hanlon all dropped to the bench. So Wycombe line up with Strick in goal. Back 3 of Tafazolli, Leahy the captain and Lowe. Left wing back is Boyes. Right wing back Pattenden. It's Potts in midfield alongside Phillips, with Sadlier and Wheeler supporting striker Del Taylor. On the bench for the Chairboys, Ravizoli, Breckin, McCleary, Keogh, Hanlon, DeBar and Clark. Well, Wycombe's recent record in the FA Cup isn't very pretty, to say the least. They've managed just 1 win from the last 9 FA Cup matches, but Bradford City haven't been great in the FA Cup either. They haven't beaten a Football League side in this competition since 2017. In fact, their last home win inside 90 minutes in the FA Cup and Wycombe's last away win in the FA Cup both came in 2017. As you said, Matt Bloomfield signed a contract extension this week. That seems to have given everybody a lift. Wycombe Wanderers hoping they can go on a bit of a cup run this season. It's Bradford against Wycombe.
Sam Avery is at this one this afternoon, Bradford against Wycombe. But Sam, talking about Matt Bloomfield and that new contract, I mean, great news for him and great news for the club. Stability's always good, isn't it?
Yeah, and we saw that during Gareth Ainsworth's tenure. He spent over a decade at Wycombe, and under him, while it maybe took a little while at first, they went from strength to strength, and he took them all the way up to the Championship. And you know, he said when Bloomfield was appointed, you know, in terms of continuity, it's a really good appointment for Wycombe, because he worked under Ainsworth for so long, and not only as a player but as a coach as well. So he knows the success that Wycombe had. He knows why they were successful, and he's tried to implement as much of that as he possibly can. They play a slightly different way under Bloomfield. The fans are enjoying the football that they're playing, and they're getting results as well. You know, they're not overly consistent. They've had a few iffy results this season, but generally they seem to be getting better, performance-wise certainly, week in, week out. So yeah, I think it's the right timing, it's the right decision, and I think everyone is on board with that, and the fact that he's extended his contract.
Tell me I'm reading too much into this, which I might be, but when I saw that, I just thought, obviously Matt Bloomfield deserves a new contract, and there's no reason why Rob Couhig shouldn't give him a new contract, but it comes around the same time that Gareth Ainsworth lost his job. I just wonder, am I reading too much into this? Is this my truly perverted football brain working, thinking, well, they need to. It's almost giving Matt Bloomfield that security that, yes, Gareth Ainsworth is now a free agent, but you're the man for us. I don't know. Am I reading too much into this?
To be fair, that is the first thing that crossed my mind.
Okay, fine.
That is the first thing that crossed my mind when he was when I saw that he'd been given a new contract. That's come just a few days after Gareth Ainsworth has been let go by QPR. There may be a little bit of that in there. It does seem like it's the right time, in the sense that the squad are really gelling together at the moment, and there is a clear picture as to what Matt Bloomfield wants to do moving forward, in terms of the identity, in terms of the football, in terms of what he wants to do with this club and this team moving forward. So I think that there are a number of reasons why they've done it right now. One of those reasons, as you correctly pointed, which I think was on the back of everyone's minds, is the fact that Gareth Ainsworth has recently left QPR. It's interesting. It's very interesting.
We're cynical, aren't we? And it doesn't take long, because you're just a youngster, Sam. I expect it from somebody like me, but we all think the same way. It's interesting. It's just the way football works, I guess. Now, I've got a question for you that I know you know the answer for, but I'm going to give it to everyone else as well. There are so many things that you can buy in Blackpool, but what can you buy in Blackpool for £1?
Apparently,
yes.
You can buy a goalkeeper. You can buy a goalkeeper from Blackpool for £1, because Colin Doyle, who's on the bench today for Bradford City, is a goalkeeper who in 2016 signed for £1 whole from Blackpool to Bradford because of I think it was a relegation release clause. Blackpool were relegated from League One that season. There was a clause in his contract which meant that Bradford City could snap him up for £1, and that's what they did.
A shiny pound. I love it.